I keep my goals to myself, cause whenever I share it with folks, they get a look upon their face and their memory floats to a time where their goals and the stars ain't...
It never fails. Smackdown continues to be the worst wrestling show of the week, and this was to no exception. Nothing really of note happened on this show. Sami Zayn and Cody, they had some words. They had a pretty decent promo segment. While they both slapped each other, Gunther picked the stipulation for his match against Cody Rhodes next week for the WWE Undisputed Championship. Trick Williams still continues to be a bright spot on SmackDown because SmackDown is super hard to watch. And Trick Williams just makes it all that much more entertaining to watch. It at least gives us a glimmer of hope. So I do like that. But overall, SmackDown was largely boring and uninteresting and uneventful. Right? It's just the facts. I'm just being real with you guys, like I always am, like I always have been. So, we're going to get into SmackDown from June the 12th, 2026. So, we kicked the show off with Cody Rhodes. He's walking backstage into the arena. He's stopped by Nick Aldis. Nick Aldis tells Cody that Gunther did not tell him the stipulation yet, but he'll tell him tonight. So they shake hands. Cody continues to walk. He's stopped by the Usos. Jey Uso tells Cody that tonight is his King of the Ring match, and when he wins the tournament, he'll go after Cody Rhodes' WWE Championship. Cody tells him he hopes that he's right, because if anyone deserves to take the title, it's him. But he hopes that it's Dave's decision and not Roman's. So there's that. Then this leads us into Jade Cargill and the baddies, Michin and B-Fab. They're interviewed by Kathy Kelly real quick. Jade says that she built a career out of pressure. If she won the Queen of the Ring once, she could win it twice. Jade tells Rhea that she's getting her title back, and that was it. Okay, that's fine. Moving on from that, this leads us into the first match of the night. Charlotte Flair, she advances into the semifinals of the Queen of the Ring. She defeats Jade Cargill, Sol Ruca, and Laura Valkyria. This match was actually pretty fun. All four women did well. There was amazing spots in the match. Sol Ruca did Sol Ruca things. I think all women kicked out of each other's finishers. And then basically Charlotte ended up winning the figure eight because she made Sol Ruca. She made Laura Valkyria tap out. So there's that. That's fine. That's fine. So good stuff here. Moving on from that, Tiffany Stratton, she's backstage. She stopped by Kathy Kelly briefly. Then the baddies, Mia Yim and B-Fab, they come in. So Chelsea Green has a kendo stick, and she just yells some words and stuff and everything. She's full of piss and vinegar. I like it. The crowd erupts massively for this. This is great. Chelsea Green being babyface is great. I love this. I love what they're doing with Chelsea Green. She is a huge bright spot on SmackDown. She's one of the lights at the end of the tunnel. Her and Trick Williams, they're basically holding it down. They make this show somewhat watchable. So there's that. And I'm genuinely interested in seeing what comes of this between Tiffany Stratton and Chelsea Green. I truly am. Moving on from that, this leads us into Nick Aldis. He's backstage with Gunther. Gunther tells Nick Aldis that for his match, he can't trust Nick's choice of a referee. Gunther says he'll pick the referee for the match. Nick Aldis asks asks Gunther who will be the referee. Gunther tells him he'll let him know before the end of the night. Okay, that's fine. Moving on from that, Finn Balor, he's finally back on SmackDown. Well, he's back on SmackDown. That's cool. Finn Balor says, he's interviewed by Kathy Kelly real quick. R-Truth shows up, he interrupts. He says that the Judgment Day is back together. R-Truth says that he's thinking about the proper way of introducing Royce Keys to the Judgment Day. Damian Priest shows up, and R-Truth says that Judgment Day is back together. Damian Priest angrily welcomes Finn Balor to SmackDown and tells Finn he's happy that he's here on SmackDown. And Finn Balor says he has a match. He's going to go get ready for that. Okay, that's fine, whatever. I don't care about this. I really don't. I don't give a shit about this. This was kind of funny, but I don't give a fuck about the Judgment Day. It's time to break them up. It truly is. Enough. It's becoming like the system on TNA, in TNA, and the Death Riders in AEW, right? I can't stand these nonsensical, boring, long-ass factions that all three companies have. You can also add the conglomeration in there as well from AEW. I don't like them as a faction either. So you can add them to the mix as well. Because those stables are useless. Just useless fucking factions. Moving on from that, this leads us into Brie Bella and Paige. They defeated Fatal Influence, Fallon Henley, and Lainey Reed. I believe this was a non-title match. I wasn't really paying attention when I was watching this. I just wasn't. So JT Jane tried to get involved. The referee caught her. He was about to eject her. I think he did. And then Paige ended up rolling up Lainey Reed for the 1, 2, 3. Okay, whatever. I don't care about this at all either. This is fine. I do expect for Fatal Influence at some point to get their hands on the tag team titles. It's inevitable. So maybe it'll happen at Night of Champions. But we'll have to wait and see. Moving on. This leads us into Sami Zayn. He's backstage talking to Johnny Gargano, who's still laying down. He's still doing the laying down on a crate bullshit. He's been doing that for 7 months. He's been doing that since December. Why in the hell is Johnny Gargano still on television, taking up television time? Send him to either NXT, Evolve, or AAA. Get him the fuck off of television, or you can send him to Raw. He's got three choices. You send him to Raw, Evolve, AAA, or you get it or NXT. He actually has 4 choices. I don't care what you do with him. Get him the fuck off of my television. Please, I am sick of this shit. This is so annoying. This is pathetic. Like, where is this leading to? This is dumb. This is beyond stupid. Triple H should have his ass kicked for doing this. This is pathetic. Johnny Gargano has been doing this for 7 fucking months. He was even doing this even before Tommaso Ciampa left for AEW. Damn, this shit sucks. So Sami Zayn has some words, and he talks to Candice LeRae about some stuff. I don't care about this. He says that he's going to go talk to Cody about, his problems and all that jazz. I don't give a fuck. Moving on from this. This leads us into Danhausen. So he's in his lab. So the Garzas, Angel Garza and Humberto Carrillo, they show up. Los Garza. They tell him that he has to curse the Knicks. They give him a big bag, and then they walk away. So Matt Cardona comes in, and he wants someone cursed. And Danhausen takes his watch. So in come Kit Wilson and The Miz. Kit Wilson says The Miz is cursed, and Miz acts like a zombie, basically. Just does a bunch of Frankenstein stuff and everything else on the third. So then Kit Wilson begins to break shit, and then Danhausen's lab, and then he ends up getting electrocuted. So there's that. Whatever. I don't care about this. It's funny, but whatever. Like, where is this leading? Again, we've got too much comedy on SmackDown. You got R-Truth there, and you got Danhausen. A little bit too much comedy for my liking, but it's fine though. It's fine. It's good to laugh. It's good to laugh because this show's miserable. Moving on, this leads us into Sami Zayn. He comes out, he gets on the mic, and he says that the ride or die stood up for him in Europe. He says they have two choices. They can sit there and boo him, or they can ride or die with the real last good guy. He says that he's not out here because, he's out there because something's been brewing for months. He wants to clear the air. He wants to talk to Cody Rhodes. So Sami calls out Cody Rhodes. Cody Rhodes shows up. Cody Rhodes does his usual, what do you want to talk about, shtick. Sami Zayn asks him if he can't be the American Nightmare and just be Cody for a moment and be his friend. Sami says there's been a pattern for a few months of misunderstandings. Sami says he keeps helping him and he keeps paying the price for it. Sami says Cody made him feel like the worst person in the world a few weeks ago when Gunther was choking out Cody. Sami Zayn says that Cody deserved it, but last week Sami Zayn helped Cody. But when he did that, Cody was standing and he wasn't. Sami Zayn says if this was an accident, and he wants Cody to tell him the truth. Cody says that Sami is asking him to explain wrestling, and Sami Zayn knows what pro wrestling is all about. Cody Rhodes says that this is competition, and he wants him to turn it off. Cody says they should not be standing there to think about 2 years ago, the biggest moment of Cody Rhodes' career at WrestleMania 40, a memory that he shares with Sami Zayn. But Sami Zayn cuts him off. Sami Zayn says that he was the first guy in the ring when Cody finished his story that night. Before LA Knight, Kevin Owens, Jey Uso, CM Punk, John Cena, or Jey Uso, Randy Orton. Sami says if anyone should have sour grapes for Cody winning, it should be him. But he was and is happy for him because he's a good guy. Out of everyone he's listed, how many are still Cody's friends? Sami asked Cody if they're the problem or if Cody's the problem. Cody asked when titles get involved. When the title gets involved, he could not be honest with them, but he's honest with Sami Zayn and Zayn tells him to be honest with him for once. Cody says he's standing out there for this. He's listening to this. He said he hears the fans booing Sami Zayn. And the reason that they're booing is because Sami Zayn does suck. He whines. He's crying. He's not the Sami Zayn that they fell in love with, that they took a ride with. He's not the Sami Zayn. He's something else. He's desperate. Cody says, I'm not pretending it's about anything between them other than the WWE Championship. Cody says that Sami Zayn owes him an apology and that he's sorry, that he has the title and Sami Zayn never will. So then Sami slaps the shit out of Cody's mouth, out of Cody's face, which was hilarious. Cody saw it quite well. Then Sami Zayn apologizes, and then Cody Rhodes slaps the shit out of Sami Zayn back. Sami Zayn goes and leaves, grabs a steel chair, and him and Cody, they stare down at each other, and then that was it. So this was okay, I guess. I don't know. I don't know if I like this or not. Again, I don't see Sami Zayn being champion until next year's WrestleMania 43. So this is fine, but I don't know where the hell they go next. So, whatever. But this was an okay segment. Kind of long, but it was alright. Moving on, this leads us into Sikoa. He's backstage. Jacob Fatu shows up. He says he's got a message from the OTC, Roman Reigns. He says it's been way too long and long enough. He says OTC needs Solo to come back home. Solo laughs and says, that's not home. That's a doghouse. and Jacob Fatu is his lapdog. Solo says that he does not understand. He asked Jacob Fatu what happened to him. He used to be a killer, a man that everyone was afraid of, the Samoan werewolf, the man who was close to beating Roman, and he's close. And now he's in the background. Solo says that. Solo says that Solo's standing, and when Jacob Fatu comes and delivers a message from the tribal chief, Solo tells him that Roman has done nothing but embarrassed Jacob Fatu, humiliated him, and made him kneel down like a dog in front of the whole world and in front of their family. That's not how you treat someone you love, but he wants Solo to come back, and Solo says he's not going back. He tells Jacob Fatu to tell Roman that he can go to hell. Jacob Fatu says he gets it, he understands everything he's talking about, but he made his decision and he's standing on business. If the LTC sends him for Solo, then he'll come for him. Solo laughs and tells Jacob Fatu to tell Roman that if he wants him to come back home, he can come and get him. Okay, whatever. I don't care about this shit at all. I really don't. Oh my god, this is going to lead to a MFT's Bloodline feud, which is going to be a fucking disaster. Whatever. Moving on. Rey Fenix defeats Axiom to retain the AAA Cruiserweight Championship. Okay, fun little match here. Good stuff. I thoroughly enjoyed it. Moving on from that, this leads us into Gunther. He walks into Nick Aldis' office and says that he's made his decision. Gunther tells him for this to happen smoothly, he needs someone with experience, but someone who also needs the human factor into consideration. Someone who has a heart in the right place. A good guy, maybe the last real good guy. And Gunther reveals that Sami Zayn is going to be the special guest referee. Okay, whatever. This is fine. We all knew this was going to happen anyway. I generally don't give a fuck. I just don't. I really don't. Why? Because Sami Zayn is going to just screw both Cody and Gunther out of the title next week. Cody will retain, but it's going to lead to a triple threat match at Night of Champions. So, whatever. Moving on. This leads us into Trick Williams and Little Yachty. They're on the show. They got a pretty good reaction, as per usual. Trick is amazing. Him and Chelsea Green are the bright spots on this miserable shit show known as Smackdown. Trick says that he's the leader of the new school, and the fact that he lost last week pisses him off. His name is Trick Williams, and he's still United States champion. He's still Hollywood Trick. He's still Mr. Lemon Pepper Steppers. Never mind who you thought he was. He's Trick James, bitch. I love that. That was great. So Ricky Saints comes out. Carmelo Hayes shoves him. He comes out. So Carmelo gets in the ring and says since he got the title, he keeps listening to catchphrase after catchphrase. Carmelo tells Trick to pick him or Ricky. Ricky says, what are they doing? Ricky Saints says that he beat Carmelo Hayes and he should be the contender for the title. Carmelo Hayes says they need to cut Ricky Saints out of the picture because before he got involved, him and Trick were fighting. Ricky Saints says he beat Carmelo last week, but Carmelo Hayes tells him that he also beat him. Trick tells him to shut the hell up. He calls them both Sami's twins, which was hilarious because the truth is it doesn't matter who wins. He tells them to figure it out, and whoever wins can go see him. But until then, shut the hell up when grown folks talking. So Trick attempts to leave the ring, and then Ricky Saints pushes Carmelo Hayes into Trick Williams, and then a brawl ensues, and Trick Williams beats up both Carmelo Hayes and Ricky Saints, which is fine. So this should lead to probably a triple threat match as well at Night of Champions, or if not, definitely on Smackdown on the Go Home show. So that's fine. This makes sense. I like this. This was actually pretty decent. Moving on. This leads us into Kathy Kelly, she's backstage with Royce Keys. So Sikoa shows up and he interrupts. Solo says he needs Royce Keys to listen to him. Solo says the bloodline are there, and the same one that's always been running it for years. Solo knows what they're doing. The bloodline's there to make sure that Jey wins tonight. He says Jacob is there to help them, the one that Keys calls family. Solo says that does not sound like family. Solo tells him that he doesn't want Royce Keys to be a casualty in Roman's war. Okay, that's fine, whatever. I don't care about this shit. Moving on. Chelsea Green and Tiffany Stratton, they defeat B-Fab and Mia Yim, a.k.a. Michin. They defeated Chelsea Green and Tiffany Stratton, which is kind of crazy. I'm surprised Jade Cargill didn't get involved, but it is what it is. Michin ended up hitting the Styles Clash for the 1, 2, 3, and there's that. Then Jade Cargill shows up, and they beat up Chelsea Green and Tiffany Stratton. Okay, whatever, that's fine. Moving on, this leads us into Kiana James. She's backstage with Kathy Kelly. She tells Kathy that her client and her friend betrayed her. She says for her, it's her life. She did everything for Giulia. She secured her matches, made her champion. And Kiana James says Giulia needed her, and the one time she asked her for help, she's useless. So Giulia comes in and says she needed her help with English with a contract, not being a fighter. Giulia tells her that she's a name and she used her. Giulia says her English is better now, and she finally has the words to say, and then she slaps the shit out of Kiana James, which was hilarious. I'm like, damn, what's up all this slapping on this damn show? That was funny though. I like that. Good stuff. Moving on from that, Finn Balor, he runs into Tama Tonga. He tells Finn Balor it's been a long time and that was it, and he welcomes him to Smackdown. I don't give a fuck about this. Fuck this shit. Moving on. This leads us into Cody Rhodes. He's backstage with Nick Aldis. Cody asks if they're actually going to do this. Nick Aldis says it is what this is it. Cody Rhodes says that Sami Zayn is a wreck, and his emotions are all over the place. Sami Zayn comes in and Cody tells him that Sami Zayn gave him one and he gave him one. Cody asks him if they're good. Sami Zayn says he's a bit of a wreck. His emotions are all over the place. And he wishes Cody Rhodes good luck for next week. Okay, that's fine, whatever. Moving on, this leads us into LA Knight. He tells Kathy Kelly that the bloodline is in the building, but more importantly, LA Knight's in the building. He says Roman's been saying that Jay's going to do it himself, but Jamie and Jacob are there too, and now they're going to get Solo. But when it comes down to it, if he can defy the odds by the grace of God, he'll get the Roman Reigns with everybody saying LA Knights. Okay, that's fine. Main event of the evening, Jey Uso qualifies for King of the Ring. He defeats LA Knight, Finn Balor, and Royce Keys. This match was quite fun. I quite enjoyed this fun little bout here. So, good stuff. We all knew Jey was going to win anyway, so there's that. I love the Shield powerbomb spot towards the end of the match where Finn Balor, Jey Uso, and LA Knight worked together to put Royce Keys to a table. So that was a pretty cool spot there. We all knew that Finn Balor wasn't going to win. We all knew LA Knight wasn't going to win. So it is what it is. Jay's going to more likely win the King of the Ring. He's going to lose to Cody at SummerSlam anyway, so who cares? So whatever. But all in all, SmackDown was kind of boring as per usual. I did like the Cody Rhodes Sami Zayn exchange. I like what they're doing with Trick, Mello, and Ricky Saints. I do think that Trick will end up beating whoever wins next week, and then from there, I'm pretty sure that Trick's going to more likely feud with Finn Balor going forward. I think that would make the most sense. Again, you can have Finn Balor chase Trick for about 3 months for the title. I think that'd be pretty good. So that makes sense there. I doubt that move up Finn Balor up into the world title picture. I doubt it. So it is what it is. I like the Chelsea Green, Tiffany Stratton stuff. That was pretty good. The Fatal 4-Ways, King and Queen of the Ring were pretty okay. So, yeah, there's that. But all in all, SmackDown continues to be boring and bland and lifeless. I continue to ask the questions, where are Drew McIntyre, Randy Orton? Where are they? Are they injured? Are they filming a movie? What are they doing? Why are they not on this show? Kevin Owens is still injured, but he'll be back eventually. So, there's that. I don't know. I don't fucking know. Where's Randy Orton? Where's Drew McIntyre? They were on WrestleMania. They had prominent spots on that show, and they have yet to be seen. Who knows? Where's CM Punk? But I think all three guys, CM Punk, Randy Orton, and Drew McIntyre, will show up heading into SummerSlam. I think that they're just taking some time off, basically. So there's that. But what did you guys think of this show? Let me know. Like, comment, subscribe. Peace.